Today I'm not in Delft, but I'm in Tilburg. Menno Jongerius wrote a blog about his completely visualized backlog, and I want to see that one. Okay, Menno, thanks for receiving me today. I wrote your blog about how you're, as a product owner, working with a visual backlog. So I would like to talk about that with you today. Of course, we both know Roman Pickler's book on Agile Product Management.
Yes.
And I'm very curious how you've implemented the visual backlog here at PAT.
Well, we used to have a backlog in Excel, and the major problem was that people weren't using it. So it became my party. That's not the way I wanted things to work. So we wanted a way to visualize the backlog. People could come in and see what we were doing. And we've chosen to make the entire product pipeline visible on one big wall. So if you go to the left here, then you can see that all the major software components are on the board. Then the stakeholders make decisions together with me, of course, based on the value of the items that are on this side of the board. We put the most important things on this side, and we start grooming and investigating the items, breaking them up into the user stories. As you can see over here, they're not user stories yet, they're just ideas. We break them up into user stories. The team has made a definition of ready, which means that the team decides when something is ready to be pokered or to be worked on. So my job mainly is to break them down into the user stories. Together with the team, we're grooming them, we're making the wireframes, we're making workflows if necessary, and then they can be pokered. The team can give them story points. And then there's another moment for the stakeholders to come together to see if what the team has found that the size of something is matches with the value that we estimated or the value that we gave in them.
So the stuff ready for release planning, which is now empty because you're probably now in a release, you're preparing the next one. That's the stuff you said we might do this.
Yeah.
And we know what it is, we have an idea. Okay.
When it's over here, we know exactly what it is, we know how big it is, we know how complicated it is, and it's ready for release, but it doesn't mean it has to be in the next release.
You've developed nothing, you just worked on the concept.
Exactly.
Okay.
Then the stakeholders make decisions on what actually goes into the release, and as soon as that happens, it comes into this board. And this is mainly work to be done, work that's currently being done. It's on the sprint board, that's why there are copies here. And work that's done, so this is ready to be released, but not released yet, at least not necessarily. And then below here, you can see our success board. And our success board is all the things that are actually in the market today. So this has been released. And as you can see, we developed 2 products with one team.
Okay, yeah.
So here, well, actually from over here, it's being divided into the 2 products. So the 2 product lines, 2 releases, 2 products that go into the market.
Okay, so the value in the market is over here.
Exactly.
This is what you're working on at the moment. And what's this then, the burn down or burn up?
This is the burn up graph, and this shows the red lines are the release. The releases, the estimated releases that we're going to do, and the blue line is actually what the team has been doing for every product. So we have 2 products, so this is for one of the products, this is for the other product, and this is mainly to inform management on what we're doing.
And the ideas flow over the board.
Exactly.
From idea to concept to value.
Yeah.
And how long does it take, from an idea when you put it up here to become into the market, roughly?
Well, it depends on the idea. Some things that are very important, then we push them through very quickly.
So very quickly?
That can be in a period of 2 weeks. So some ideas are small and very important. They're being pushed through this pipeline in 2 weeks. Great. Other things are very big, so they may take a month to just break down into stories and to groom with the team.
Okay. So the definition of ready that you have over there, which is the stuff that's ready for release planning, that's when the ideas are clear.
Yeah, yeah.
It's completely clear what it is, where the value is, how much work it is, etc.
Yes.
And if it's not clear, it doesn't go into a sprint.
Exactly.
So this, what I see here, is what you do regarding Agile Product Management. There's no tools behind, there's no complex product management tools behind, no Excel sheets, this is it.
This is it, this is what we use.
Well, thank you. It's now very clear for me how this flow of ideas to value is implemented here. Well, thank you for your time. I'm going to write about it, and I appreciate it a lot.
You're very welcome.
The more I visit companies and teams that are using Scrum, the better it's visible what the real value of Scrum is, where the power is. It's not only in the roles, the meetings and the artifacts. Those of course are important, but more the mechanical side of Scrum. The real value is in creating flow through the organization. That the time from concept to cash is as short as possible. That important things go fast. And that the things that are not yet clear, they take their time to get clear. And that's what I've seen today. We've seen a clear usage of a visual Scrum board, but also the usage of a definition of ready. And the definition of ready is not some kind of waterfall in which you, let's say, make all kinds of documentation and all kinds of designs. The definition of ready is where the team says, it's clear, we get it, we understand it. Because when it's clear and when it's ready, then you can put it into a sprint. I mean, things that are important have to be clear. Because, you know, if it's not clear, how can it be important?
Deze videoblog werd mede mogelijk gemaakt door iSense ProAwareness.
And Frans, have you taped it?
Yeah, it's a wrap reading.
And what do you think about it?
Well, I agree with you. Things that are important should be clear.
Yes?
I told my wife, clear the living room. I think that's important.